William Ganong Cemetery, also known as Butler Cemetery, is located near the intersection of Annapolis Avenue and Henry Rough Road in Westland, Michigan. It is approximately a 30-minute drive from Detroit and is right down the road from the infamous Eloise Asylum. I will do a separate video on Eloise later. This cemetery opened in 1832. It is named after a local farmer who set aside a portion of his farmland for burials. While it's no longer available for new burials, it remains a popular point of interest for paranormal investigators. In total, the cemetery is home to 350 graves and serves as a resting place for many members of the Ganong family, some of whom were active in the Civil War, World War I, and World War II. I should mention that the cemetery is surrounded by a mobile home park, which, according to legend, is built on top of several graves. There is a lot of wooded area surrounding the cemetery, and if you look further into the wooded area, you will find several headstones completely covered with branches and are practically undetectable unless you are looking for them. So, in my opinion, it is completely possible that many of the headstones were removed, but the graves had remained when the mobile home park was built. At first glance, the cemetery might look like any other burial place. After all, it sits among plenty of greenery and features lush, peaceful trees throughout. In 1980, a psychic was investigating the graveyard when she came across what she thought was a blonde wig. It wasn't. It was the scalp taken from a woman. In the vicinity of the scalp were pieces of bone, shards of a coffin, and shreds of a white dress. While authorities speculated a coffin was washed aground due to heavy rainfall, or possibly some animal dug it up, the psychic had a feeling it was the remains of something more diabolic. Then the occurrences began. Traffic accidents began to happen on the curve near the cemetery, killing one man and injuring numerous others. This led to locals believing that the woman whose pieces washed up with her coffin was causing the accidents. Unfortunate motorists have seen an attractive blonde woman standing in the road in front of their vehicles, but when they swerve to avoid hitting her, they go off the road and they crash. This section of the road has been called the Bad Curve. The lady in white appears not just in the middle of the road, but has been seen wisping her way through the graveyard, disappearing like mist, and sometimes walking with a man dressed in a gray uniform. Some people have said that they've even heard screams coming from the cemetery. I have personally been to William Ganong Cemetery numerous times, and I can tell you that it truly is a creepy, evil place where no goodness dwells.